Hello everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm a silly Billy. I'm a silly Billy. I'm busy. I've had a bit of a hectic day today. A little bit of a hectic day. Honestly, not that hectic really. Just I spent half a day in, what's it called? Like this morning I was just like, oh, my tummy really is bad. It's all grumbly and bubbly and painful and so then I lost half a day and then, you know, so for the rest of it's just been playing catch up. But hello Talan, hello Clemoniac, how you both doing? Oh, okay. Streams are advertised. I still don't have any gloves. I apologise for that. If you get flashbanged, that's just my hands. That's just the fact that I'm incredibly pale. Also, my nails are like an absolute mess because on Thursday, like, I broke most of them. And then Friday, another bunch of them broke. So, and I don't have like fake nails I can just wear because I don't go outside. So I don't really have lots of those types of things. I think I did get fake nails once.
Looks at the 102 termies. It was at this moment Cupcat knew she screwed up.
No. No, it's only when I get to painting them that I'm going to realise I screwed up. I've got 102, I've got 20, I think. Is it 20 or is it 21? It might be 21. No, 21 definitely. I got 21 models undercoated to test out painting Black Templars in a different way. I still need to actually paint them. I've been hectic and I've been ill. It's me creating all these projects and then being, I'm not going to be ill, am I? It's like, yes, I am going to be because I'm always ill. And hello, Dr. Smilex. Sorry, I've been cleaning my glasses. What happened to your old gloves? No, my gloves, like my disposable gloves are red, you know, those black ones. Yeah, I ran out of them. I thought I had another box and it turns out, no, I didn't have it. Like, didn't you see yesterday? I wasn't wearing any gloves. I was wearing just my sleeve gloves. So I put these in Warhammer. Myaluk show. Yeah, just put them in Warhammer or fun treats or autumn promo, I guess. Oh gosh. Oh, so I'm not a cat. What? You didn't answer when I asked. I told you yesterday. I told you, like, as soon as you came into the stream, the first thing I told you is I don't have any gloves because I've run out. We should rename the Warhammer channel to Tabletop Wargaming. No, we'd have a separate one because Warhammer's too important not to have its own channel. Oh, it's a hi, Mongoose. You get gloves for your model making. Skin oils can be over. You get oily skin. My skin just dries out into nothingness. Oh. But what am I doing? What am I doing? But before we even get onto the Terminators, I have something else to look at. What are them? What are these tiny models? Conjuror sizzling when she touched any model not made by GW. Yeah. It's true. It's true. But look at these little fellows. Look at them. Can we focus? I built for Battle today. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to build my Battle of McCrag rather than get any other work I need to get done. You know? I got spore mines. I got a little fella here. Look, it's little space marines. I don't want to be website height. It's not for website, it's just my skin. Oh. Wait, when did you get this? The Battle of McCrag. I got it ages ago. I showed it on stream. But I never actually built it. I built it today. I thought there's no point building it on stream since it's just a bunch of push fit models. I don't think any of them have more than 4 pieces. And most of them have only 2 or 3. And some of them only have 1 piece. Yeah, this was the first set I ever had, Battle of Macragge. I think Blackreach was already out by then. But somebody at my primary school had like an uncle or whatever into Warhammer, and he brought in a white dwarf, and it had, you know, like, it was an old white dwarf. Had all of the Battle of Macragge stuff and Tyranids in it. I was like, oh my gosh, those Tyranids look cute. And I got my parents to buy me the Battle of Macragge set. Because they're still in plenty of shops. They even got some old Zoanthropes and a Broodlord and stuff. But for my alerts on Discord, oh. The YouTubers are making 40k lore great again. Did you see the Goobers running a 40k storytime channel? Only one of them good. Yeet. Oh my god. Oh god, I just crushed a model. But yeah, look at this. I saw a vid on the front page the other day, didn't watch, said VTubers are ruining 40k lore. I wanted to stick you on him. Oh no, why? VTubers aren't ruining Warhammer 40k. I mean, so you got some of these stupid AI tubers and stuff, where they just make up stuff. But yeah, so we got all these models, but look at how big this Space Marine is. Like, look at this Space Marine. Like, there's no gap between his gun and his chest. Like, if you don't paint these sub-assembly, it's gonna look terrible. I browsed YouTube shorts and I thought, hehe, of that time the Tau found a dreadnought older than their civilization, yeah. I mean, there are dreadnoughts older than the Tau civilization. No Nile won't fix it. Nothing no Nile won't fix. But yeah, it's like up to there. Imagine trying to paint for Aquila. I did. But I'm thinking I want to do a painting project where we paint them. Using no oils, no oils, no contrast paints, no shades, just good old base and layer paints. Because that's how I started Warhammer. I didn't start getting good at painting until no oil came. I started using no oil. I can't remember if it was new or if it's been out forever, but for me it was new. A lot of the time it's like Warhammer stuff I thought was new, in retrospect I found out was old, and Warhammer stuff I thought was old, in retrospect I found out was actually quite relatively new when I discovered it. When I was a kid, I didn't really look up stuff very well. Like, anything to me I found was new.
The timeline of events is too perfect. Cupcake's Battle of Macragge set suddenly is lacking in gloves. I dub them glove stealers.
Glove stealers, yeah, but look, if this is a normal human, this is Space Marine. Like, isn't that a bit similar in size? But do you want to do you know where people talk about scale creep? Normal human, normal human. Let's just find another normal human model. Inquisitor! Oh my gosh, that Inquisitor's huge. I mean, look at him. Look how big he is next to a Marine. Okay, maybe this Inquisitor is just very big. I mean, look, he's got a robo arm. Maybe he's just very big. He's not got a tactical, but he's got a tactical book, but not with his back foot's not on it. So let's find a different model. I've got this Servitor model. And you can see he's a lot smaller than the Inquisitor. So yeah, the Inquisitor's just a bit big. I mean, this is actually an older model than this one, so this isn't scale creep. Short Space Kings. So we got this Servitor, and he's quite a bit taller than that human, isn't he? And he's as big as a Marine. He's in fact a little bit taller. I mean, okay, the Space Marine is in a squat stance, very wide. He's squatting down. He's not doing for arc twerking for booty stance, but okay, maybe he's a little big. I got a Tempestus Aquilian here. She does have one foot on a big rock and the other foot on a tiny rock, but she also does have a bit of a wide stance herself. And she is slightly shorter than this servitor, especially if we take into the rocks. And compare her to this dude. I mean, even if we increase his height a little, she's not too much taller than him. And she is a Tempestus Aquilian. Maybe she is just a bit bigger and built better. But compare it to the Space Marine, yeah. The thing is, it's not even scale creep because, again, this guy is just a normal human. Space Marines back then were just they were wider than like the Guardsman models, but they weren't actually bigger. Like that much taller or whatever. And this is like all the Space Marines, even when you bought the normal tactical sets and not a push fit text set, they looked like this unless you did some really cutting up on them to make them look nicer. And it's like, oof. Oof. But yeah, now let's compare him to a modern day Primaris Marine. So, new Alpha Legion book got leaked. Ooh. The Tempestus Aquilian is based on Cupcon, except Cupcon. That's my canon height now. I'm not 6'4", I'm 64 foot. Give him knee surgery, that feeling when knee surgery is tomorrow. But yeah, okay, look how big Oliver over here is compared to our Space Marine. He's so tiny. Okay, but he is a Primaris, so let's compare him to the Horus Heresy models, which are definitely not Primaris size. In fact, let's look at them. I mean, that's much smaller than the Primaris models, not by a hell of a lot. He does have a Primaris helmet on because I use him for 40k. You can see he is smaller. But let's compare him to... Yeah, he's still a lot bigger. Like, people talk about scale creep, but the scale creep with Space Marines was effectively needed. Hello, Alpha Fire. Oh, but do you want to know the even funnier thing is this guy is a Termagant from the Battle of Macragge set. And it's like, it's pretty huge. Are we sure this is some Battle of Macragge? I didn't just get one of my other gaunts, like for the Leviathan set. Also, one of the annoying things is, I don't know if you can tell very well, but where it's white there's like a chunk missing because the plastic is just so brittle on it. Well, that's one of the issues. Trying to get like neat cuts on film was quite difficult. It was very easy to damage your models. And the sprue connection from the model to the sprue is like, it's really thick. It's you can see on their shoulders. I've tried like trimming it up as much as possible, but look how thick that. You can't really tell that well, but I'll find one that's a bit more obvious. Like there, you can see the white there, but it goes all the way down to about there. It's just like this really thick connection that you have to basically saw off. But yeah, look how big this Termagant is. Hi, Longstocks. Yeah, the Termagant's pretty massive, and it is definitely for the Macragge set. Everyone's on a 25mm basin for Macragge set. But do you want to know the funny thing about scale creep and gaunts? This is a modern gaunt from the Leviathan set. So the modern equivalent of Battle of Macragge. And it's like, look at the heads. The modern gaunt is so much smaller. Like the gun is much smaller, the head is much smaller, the tail is honestly a similar length, but much, much thinner. I mean, it has to be. This tail would snap off if it was the same thinness as this. Because the plastic is just better with this one. I mean, actually, if it's the modern one's taller because, I mean, look at it, it's got a much taller stance. But yeah, it's also way more detailed. I hope I can, like, get it to focus on them. Yeah, you can see just how much more detailed this miniature is compared to that one. Love the old gaunts more than the new ones. Now, I think the new gaunts are definitely a lot nicer. Although they're a lot harder to paint because they've just got so much more detail to them. And the details are much smaller, where the details on these ones are much bigger. I like these ones more because they feel more like, you know, the generic foot soldier of the Tyranids. These things just feel far too big and far too menacing, effectively. Like, it doesn't feel like a guardsman should have a chance against a gaunt. But they should have a chance. And then we got the Gene Stealers. And do you want to know the funniest thing about Gene Stealers? Is that there's this rule about base contact. Like, if you want to be in melee with someone, you have to be in base contact. And it's like, okay, we'll just put them into base contact. Put them into base No, put him back. Base contact. Wait, there we go. We can get him into base. They have to have their backs to one another.
Bare hands?
Yeah, I don't have my gloves, unfortunately. I thought I had another box of them. Yeah, they need big. It's not just bigger bases, but when you actually compare them to the where's my Gene Stealer? Here he is. I really like the Gene Stealers of like, compare them to these Gene Stealers. The arms are still out, but nowhere near as far out as, like, these arms. So you do have some difficulty still trying to put them into base contact, but it's not to the same level. And when you want to surround somebody, it's a lot easier to surround them with these guys. With these ones, you'll be, like, really weird. Conjure fingers are real. Run! But yeah, if you compare these guys to the modern Gene Stealers, they're very similar in size. The modern Gene Stealers are, I'd say, like 10% bigger, at least in some respects. They definitely got a much bigger base. This is just the same size base as the Space Marine and the Gaunt and the Spore Mines. I do like the Spore Mines. I do miss having Spore Mines. But yeah, also the numbers you get in this kit is a bit funny. Like, you get 6 Gene Stealers. And you get 6 of these weird things, which can be used as, like, objective markers. I like having a physical thing to represent the objective, especially, like, if you want something to where you have to destroy the objective, or you have to protect it or whatever, or move it. We also get some of these shield generator things, and you put, like, a line of them. And they're pretty fun. You need a biofor for them Spore Mines. No. Don't need Spore. Oh yeah, we've also got this radio antenna. This guy, where is he? Where is he gone? Where'd he go? Did the Tyranids eat him? No, there he is. This guy here, he's like a pilot for a crashed Aquila lander. And he's got a bag full of gene seed, or a case of gene seed. But yeah, we got the Aquila lander, which is really nice. And you can even put your miniatures inside it. He's inside. Look at that. Oh, yeah, definitely not going to scrape the paint off it. I think really what you're meant to do is, like, have him start there. And then you bring him out. But yeah, he's like a mobile objective marker that you're meant to get to. And if he dies, you then effectively move him with your models. But then you move at, like, half speed. And he's got a really funky looking bolt pistol. Like, that's funky looking. I wish there was more like different versions of bolt pistols and stuff that just looked different. Oh yeah, the spore mines are fun because you got 3 different types of spore mines. You've got this one, which I think was like a venom spore mine, large explosion radius, but only good against infantry. Actually, I can't remember which ones are which. I feel like there were 3 of them. There was a venom one, a frag one, and a crack one. So one of them was good against tanks, one of them was only good against infantry, and then one of them was just like middle ground. I feel like actually if this might have been the venom one, this might have been the anti-infantry one, like the frag one, and this one might have been the anti-tank one. Nowadays I don't think it really matters. But yeah, you get like 8 spore mines, it's crazy. That's a Terminator teleport beacon. This? No, I don't think it is because the Battle of McCrag didn't come with Terminators. This is just... I think it's a radio beacon that this guy... where'd he go? Where'd I put him? Here he is. I think it's this guy crash landed in his Aquila lander. He comes out, he sets up his radio beacon to call for aid. And then the Space Marines come in. I think that's what happened. And he's meant to be like taking Gene Seed off world to protect it. And I think he also sets up like all these shield stuff around himself. What you painting? Hi Maybelline! We're not painting today. We're going to be building a whole load of Terminators. Also, but there's loads of stuff that comes with this. Like, that's another part of it. Then there's another piece here. Bonk. And then you've got this piece, which has like a power source in it, which I think is another objective you can get hold of. And then you've got this piece, which is another wing. So yeah. What's the biggest Warhammer project, Cupcom? It's building 102 Terminators. And then we're going to paint them as well, eventually. But yeah. Oh. But I got distracted by these things today. So, yeah. By the way, these 10 Space Marines stand no chance against all the Tyranids that came in the Battle of McCrag set. And until you realise that it comes with the most powerful anti-Tyranid weapon ever made, the flamethrower, in which I had like a flame template, which is this big teardrop shape. Anything it touched, automatic hit. Actually, I think it was like anything where it fully covered the base, automatic hit. Anything it half covered, roll a dice on a 4+, it gets a hit. And then its strength 4 ignores the armour.
You didn't count the power of friendship the Space Marines have.
No, the power of flamethrowers, Tilan, that's a power that they really have. And it can hit multiple units at a time, where you could only shoot 1 unit at a time with your squads. So you couldn't just have your squad split fire. And also this had a blast marker for it, so blast template like this big. And it followed a similar rule. So they could very easily wipe out the Tyranid threat with just these 2 weapons. This guy was like the only way that you're going to survive in melee. You get 3 attacks. Everyone else gets 1 attack. These guys get 2 attacks each, 3 on the charge. And they also have rends. They can completely ignore your armor save. And you only have 1 wound each. So yeah, Space Marines back then were honestly kind of pathetic. You paid a premium points-wise for them, but it was only through powerful weapons that like everyone had access to, that they could actually be decent. Like, why pay a premium for Space Marines when you can just have a bunch of guardsmen with the same flamethrowers, the same missiles, and the same plasma guns? But that's it. That's my distraction for today. Because now we've got something bigger to do. We don't do painting here. We were painting yesterday. We painted like, oh my gosh, that's so shiny. That's so shiny. It's almost as shiny. Okay, it is a little brighter than me. We were painting yesterday. We made this thing look like a rusty mess. Oops. We made this thing look like a rusty mess. Look at it. Look how rusted up it is. Now it's all dried up. Do you think that actually looks rusty? Or do you think it just looks very meh? Hi, Tony for Tanuki. Bolters. The answer is bolters. Yeah, bolters weren't too bad because they're strength 4, AP 5, which meant they ignored armor saves of 5+ or worse. And more things were toughness 3 back then, and less things were toughness 5. So okay, but Alaskan wasn't much worse. And honestly, you're paying a premium for 3+ armor save toughness 4 when you could have like 3 squads of guardsmen with 3 times the amount of special weapons. So yeah. Hello, Night Parade. It does look adequately corroded. Okay, that does look like corrosion. Good, good. I've got to do like all the corrosion and stuff on the corrugated metal. Like technically not corrugated metal, but you know what I mean. What's this? Did that fall off something? Nah. But we've got to build terminators. So I've got one of these boxes. I've got a second one of these boxes. A third. A fourth. And then let's get this out for way. Oh. And let me get the other ones. Ow! It went under my nail. Okay. Then we got the 5th box. And then the 6th box. I'm joking, we've only got 4 boxes of these. We got 4 boxes of them. But hang on. 4 boxes of the Terminator Crux. 18 models in each. That's only 72 models, where we got one of these, another one of these, and another one of these. And, oh no, that's a Venerable Dreadnought, never mind. So, but we do actually have a 3rd one in the farm. It's not harding if you're cute. The 2 question is, how did you manage to... I was on the Games Workshop, where I was across loads and loads of websites. Just on the Saturday they came out, I was just like, yep. Loads of websites, refreshing pages, quickly buying as many as I can, but only if they're off a decent price. Like, I don't think the boxes are worth it if you're paying full price for it. Oh my gosh, I cut myself. Give me a moment, I'm just going to put a plaster so I don't get blood on everything. But yeah, we got the Imperial Fist Combat Patrol, and I've still got 5 Terminators and that to build, which is inside one of these boxes now of the Terminator's Crux. So that brings us to 92 models, but then I have 10 what's it called models? Terminators from Horus Heresy, Cataphracti Terminators. Yeet. Because that's from the Age of Darkness set. It was zooming into the Termie's face and it was hilarious. Yeah. She has beaten up so many people in front of a GW store for them. Yeah. Remember that episode of Big Bang Theory where they tried to go to do Comic-Con? She was doing that, but as a one-woman army. Kind of, yeah. It's like I managed to get 2 of the new battle forces or space marines and one of the Krieg ones, and I could have gotten a multiple of the Tyranid ones if I really wanted them, but I didn't. Also, money. Money is a big concern. But I'll be back. I'll be RB because I need to get a plaster for my thumb. I'm back. Oh my gosh, that was difficult. That was difficult. We didn't have any plasters. Well, we did. I found one of those really big plasters where you cut pieces off them. I managed to get one of them. I asked him ages ago to get more plasters. Ugh. Just gonna have to order some of myself, I think. But we got big old box full of, look at how they do these things. It's instead of having one booklet, they got loads of little booklets of useless instructions. But here we go, big old bag full of bases. Oh, Cataphracti Terminators are the best. Wait, there's some new ones coming out now. Oh, but here we go. Here is a brilliant, a beautiful, new ancient that doesn't really have any cool weapons or anything on it, which makes me think maybe they won't get weapons. Maybe they'll only have a power sword. Like, at the moment, you can equip them with a power fist if you want. But yeah. Then there's the really boring Terminator Captain, who is not worth a near 30 quid that you pay for him individually. Oh my gosh, he is not worth that much money. He's such a boring model as well. I don't get it. It's... And the same goes of the chaplain over here. He's such a... I mean, okay, the shield they've got with the skeleton on it, that's pretty cool. The rest of the model honestly kind of sucks of a chaplain. Really not a big fan of it, you ate all the plasters. Oh. But yeah, I'm really not a big fan of the two Terminator characters. Well, actually, I'm not a big fan of the Ancient either. Like, the Ancient's nice. Like, the banner's cool. It would be nicer if we got more spare parts of it. Like, I feel all character sprues should be 2 sprues, so that it feels more worth the 30 quid you're paying for it. And they should just have an array of options you can equip them with. Like, this guy over here, he should have a storm shield and his storm bolt as he does now, but he should also have the option to have a power fist, a chain fist. Maybe have a character that has an assault cannon or something, I don't know. But that would be cool, like a chaplain having an assault cannon. A chaplain term... I like the idea of a chaplain Terminator, but it's... Let me get the things out again. It's like, look at the posing. If I turn this light off, it'll be better. Look at the posing of of that model. It's so boring. He's just stood still. And the same goes with that guy. It's... Compare that to the Leviathan Terminator. Captain. 102 Terminators. What's this? An Arnold Schwarzenegger film? Yeet. Why would the chaplain, the beatstick guy, have a rotary cannon? Because why not? But I don't know. I feel like they just need more options on them. Like more head options, more arm options, more pose options. They should have a really cool ornate base on them. So there should be more ornate base options. There should be more head options. There should potentially be like different options for capes and stuff. Like you definitely should have a cape. Or robes or something. And like he should have the option to have like power fists and stuff like that. Because he used to be able to have the option to have a power fist, a chain fist, a power sword, lightning claws. I mean, it makes sense that you want him to have this thing, but it's slow and heavy. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like they have, like the Leviathan Captain. Let's compare this to the Terminators I already have. Like, here is 3 Terminator characters I have. Here is my Leviathan captain, who I converted. I mean, look, he's got a really cool base. He's got this really cool cloak billowing behind him. I've obviously put cool ornate stuff on him. And I gave him this power fist so he can be like, Yorick, I knew thee well. I really like this guy. Then here's my ancient I made. His hand is a bit off pose. I used to have a Templar power fist there, but I decided to completely remove his arm and give him a proper power fist. So here's my ancient. This is one of the first models when I came back into the hobby. I was like, I've got a second Leviathan guy. What do I do with him? This is what I did with him. And then here is the Librarian Terminator. Once he's painted, he should look better. Like, that does feel smooth to the touch down here. But yeah, I've got the Librarian Terminator from the Leviathan box set who I turned into a chaplain. Like, it's just much cooler posing, like the striding, the moving along. They got billowing capes. Okay, the billowing cape, this one I added on. And I gave him a Templar shoulder pad, which we're going to do for like most of the Terminators this time around. And that's from the Terminator upgrade. That's from the Black Templar upgrades booth. That's from the Chaplain on a bike. That's Chaplain on a bike head. That's Chaplain on a bike. Rosie Oxever. Hello, TA. And you're going to go now. Bye, Dr. Smilex. Have a good rest of your day. And hi, Garbear. Did I say hi, Garbear? If I didn't, hello. Well, you got violin class. Nice. I hope it goes super well. Yeah, so it's just... I mean, the conversions of them aren't the best. But the fact is, it's just... I wish we had some more like that. And for £30 model... Like, that's how it is. It's £30. You can... These guys are £40. 5 Terminators, £40. Or 1 Terminator, £30. It's like, if you're paying £30 for a character, make it look cool. Give us something to work with. You know. Also, is that actually the same banner? Oh, it's not the same banner. It looks very similar. This is from the, or not the Command Squad, what's it called? Company Heroes set. Very similar banner though, isn't it? But yeah, it's just... You're paying a premium for a model and you get this tiny sprue. And that's why this is so expensive. Like, if you don't care for the characters that came in this box set, it's £155 for this box set if you buy it at Games Workshop prices. £40 for these guys. £40 for another one of them. £40 for the other. That's £120 of the Terminators you get. And then, with just some conversion upgrade kits, you can turn these things, or even without it, you can just you can buy another box and build 5 characters and just kit bash them into characters. You could buy 5 Terminators, kit bash them into characters. It's like, it's really, you're really not saving much of this box set if you don't really care for the 3 characters. HDW price models per plastic then points. Yeah, it's... Character models, I think the reason is they don't price things to plastic at all, and they don't price things to points either. They price things on how expensive it is to produce, and that includes its original design costs. So that's why I will defend Games Workshop's pricing a little bit, in which, like, the design cost for a character is usually much higher than the design cost for just a squad of Space Marines. And on top of that, the amount that they will sell of like some Terminators is much higher than the amount that they'll sell for just a generic character. So as a result, the pricing is based on how much they will think they will move the product and how expensive it was to design the product and make the mold for it. And that's why characters are so expensive, because they are inevitably going to sell less of them and they cost more to design than your generic squad of dudes. Equally, like, they're not going to move as many Terminators as they are a tactical squad, and they're not going to move, well, actually they are going to move tactical squads more than they are going to move guardsmen. But in theory, if guardsmen sold as well as Space Marines do, then the average guardsman player is going to have a lot more guardsman models than a Space Marine does, so inevitably you would expect a guardsman to be cheaper. But Space Marines are more popular, hence why they can price Space Marines at the same price as guardsmen effectively.
I'm hunting cupcakes.
No, I don't hunt cupcakes, they're friends, not food or prey. This is why the Gene Stealer cult is so good. You can make all the characters from the Neophyte box. GW's most strident defender here. No, but I mean, that's literally how the pricing works. So that's why you can... Now, you can easily make... One of the things I do like about the Terminators is that it doesn't take much to turn them into a character. Like, especially, you can just take one of these Assault Terminators and just mix and match some bits from another Terminator set and then some kit bash bits, and you can easily turn it into a character if you really wanted to. But that's partly because of how just minimally designed effectively the others are. But let's build. Rather than complaining, let's get into building. Building at least one of them with claws. Yes, most of them will be Thunderhammers though. So, where did the tiny base come from? Oh, that's a Homer beacon, isn't it? Yeah, the Homer beacons. Homer Simpson. He's about to crash into a chestnut tree. Homer Simpson. Sorry. Hammers in Warhammer? Yeet. Okay, I need to actually bring up my new recruit page so I know what I want each model to have in it. So I'm first going to start building for my defense force here. No, not my defense force, my siege force. I've got like different detachments of the Terminators are in them. And the Master of Challenge is a captain. Ancient and Terminator armor who's got Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. So, okay. Oh, I do like this about it. The fist isn't attached to the banner, so this makes it way easier to convert it. But this is a really good design choice. I love that. It makes it so much easier to kit bash. Currently, the main kit bashing with like ancient banners is this guy. And it's a guy who has both his hands on the banner. So you kind of have to always scrape one hand away when kit bashing it onto something else. And sometimes it's difficult to make the hands line up. But yeah, with it just having a gap there, it's really nice. Oh, we're going to have so many beacons. We got to start renting them to local radio. If that actually is true, every single box set comes with another beacon. Oh gosh, my computer is being noisy. There we go. I think one of the fans just got caught. So he's got a little tactical rock, as all characters should have. If you've not got a tactical rock, can you even call yourself a character? Then what else does he want? So yeah, it just has two normal shoulder pads here. Neither are special, neither of them have the cool thing. But I do have a box set of, not a box set, a bag here filled with cool Black Templar shoulder pads.
They should have a power banner as a weapon. It's the banner with a power spear point on the top that gives it lance and a funny stat line.
Oh, that'll be hilarious. But yeah, it does actually have a little star thing on it. Oh my gosh. They need to make a chaplain who is a banner bearer, like an ancient chaplain. And the top of a Croziark thing, or whatever his name, his mace, is the top of a banner. And he just whacks people with it. That would be the most hilarious thing. I was like, hello, bats. Oh. Like, he doesn't even stab people with a banner, he just whacks them with a tip. Like a character from Fate. I imagine so. I don't know Fate. Other than, what's his name? Morgan Freeman. Saying that one line from Fate. I think it's from Fate. There we go. Okay. Now, I do want to try making each of my ancients look a bit unique. I do like how he comes with so many different head options. He's got 3 different heads there, another head there. Should we use any of those heads? Oh, what's the captain's head options like? That's the chaplain. Let's look at the captain. He's got 2 heads. Does he have a helmet head as well? Where's his helmet? You're wearing the bulkiest, best armor plating in the galaxy. Where's your helmet? Don't tell me you've not got a helmet! Oh my god, I don't think he has a helmet. He doesn't. You know, I'm going to give the helmet from this set to the captain over here. I think he needs it. Using a banner as a stabby stick. You approve that. Nice. Okay, yeah, we definitely use this head for the captain. Because I think, oh, look, it's a booty! Terminator booty! Why is this booty separate? Oh, the pirate. What's that pirate song from Lazy Town? Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Do 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 do. I remember something about booty. Oh. Way ankle. I only know that because there's like this animation of it, which is like very not Lazy Town mains audience friendly, but friendly, sorry. Lazy Town had some banger songs though. Oh my goodness. Like We Are Number One. Oh no. Have you heard We Are Number One, but it's sad? Legit cried listening to that song. After, what's his face? Oh my gosh, can YouTube stop blocking every message from you?
Pirates and booty just makes me think of a DLC for Borderlands 2. Captain Scarlet and her pirate's booty.
That animation is fire. Yeet. Yeah, you know, they need to make like a high production version of some of the Lazy Town songs, but hit number 1 within moments. The funny thing is like, I never watched Lazy Town as a kid, so I'm not even saying that because of nostalgia. Lazy Town is just that good. Where's my knife? Knife! Knife, knife, knife. Come here. Oh, there you are, knife. Oh, don't be hiding from me. Just because I usually like to cut plastic and stuff and you don't like it. Kid Me was amazed by the Nightcore version of Living Tombstone. We are number one. I don't think I've heard that version of We Are Number One. Oh, where's my base that's full of... Oh, there it is. Super glue's fallen on top of it. Yeah, I've got this, like... I just keep a base full of, you know, tiny plastic bits to keep them all together. Through Leet to come through them. Okay. Yeah, I think the new ancient character's pretty fun. I don't like it being £30. I definitely think the new ancient character fits probably best with the Black Templars, just because we have an entire detachment focused around ancients. Oh, he looks so cool. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, how does this look? Okay, that goes like that. Always dry fit the pieces together. So that when you put them together after dry fitting for me, like, wait, this fit together before. Now I'm using glue, it suddenly doesn't want to fit together. Okay, never mind, that fit perfectly. There we go. Oh, I do appreciate just how much Games Workshop's production of doing like models and stuff has just improved. Because like building the older kits and then going on to one of the newer kits, you can definitely just feel how much more smoothly pieces go together and how much more detailed they are. Because the older the kit, honestly, they're kind of wussitous in terms of going together. Okay, it goes like that. That's cool. Also, they have like these little crevice things where the pieces can, so you know that the piece fits nicer. Putting these like Space Marines together, there's no crevice or anything. Instead, when you're putting them together, you can literally just make the backpack turn. And this, it connects only where that hand is, and it can just spin around the hand, the gun. It's so silly. Oh, that's feeling cool already. Now, I want to find a different head to give him. Let's look in the... Let's look at the... What's it called? The new Terminators. Oh. Any cool heads in here? No, nothing cool so far. Oops. Dropping spools. But here we go. Kind of want to make sure they all have helmets on. How many helmets are in this kit? 1, 2, 3. Even for 2 on the other sprue, weren't there? So yeah, there's only 5 helmets actually inside the kit. But ooh, wait a minute, I remember. Got a bunch of heads here. Now that's a Terminator helmet. Oh. I don't know. It looks more like a knight's helmet. Ooh, now this one feels more Terminator-y. I don't think that's the same one. Turn that light off and then tell it to focus. Yee. Look at that. So cool. You have the glue stuck to my skin. And does that fit perfect? Oh, that fits perfectly. Oh, yeah. I don't have that many of these helmets. I would have liked to get more pieces, but it became very expensive very quickly when you're buying parts of 100 models. Look how messed up this glue top is. Yeah, okay, now you go into here because it's resting. I have to use super glue, not plastic glue, but we have to be careful not to get super glue onto the brush of a plastic glue. Okay, now that in theory means I can use either hand to hold that banner. Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal a thunder hammer from one of these kits. Like, I don't know for how much longer we'll be able to have. Okay, cut off this square off the side. That way I can hold the banner in any way I want. Yeah, I don't know how long it'll be canonical. Or do you know you can use it? It'll be codex. Allowed in the codex that you can have an ancient with a thunder hammer. But I'm hoping with 11th they give us more freedom with what we can give our models. And they, like, giving character upgrade sprues, I think would be perfect for Warhammer. So you can use it to upgrade a normal model into a character, but you can also use it to upgrade a character with special weapons and stuff. That's on their list, but isn't an official, but isn't on the normal model you can buy.
Cut off the little nubby bit, so you can put the banner on a new bearing.
Yeah. Okay, I think it would be best to glue them to the base now. I think the chaplain also has the ability to have multiple different weapon options though. I'm gonna have to just check how my... Actually, no, can he? Can't remember if he can or can't. Maybe it's just the ancient. Don't need more glue. No. Yeah. Soon as a celebrate. You don't even want to be glued to the base. Come on. Get glued to the base. One of the cool things about being able to put the banner on a different way is that you can change the way the banner's facing. Okay, it's not actually on properly there. I'm just gonna have to hold him still for a little bit. Why do you keep changing me into a cupcake? Oh, so hi, Seradwin. Okay, how many Thunder Hammers come in this kit? There's 2 with that one. Then there's another 2 there, and there should be a 5th one. Yeah, there's a 5th one. So yeah, that means... Also, it's really annoying that the Space Marine Captain can't have a Thunder Hammer. It's like, what? Oh, give me a moment. Where's my new recruit page? It's here. Herald of Absolution. Oh yeah, you can only have a Relic Shield or Stormbolter. While for Captain Terminator can either have a combi weapon or a Stormbolter or Relic Fist or a Relic Weapon. Relic Weapon gets 6 attacks, Power Fist gets 5 attacks. Relic Fist should get 5 attacks at damage 3, where Relic Weapons should get like 8 attacks at damage 2. Just so that it feels more better. And you can always just equip him with a Thunder Hammer. And say later, you know, it's a Power Fist. Terminator Assaults, Armed Bow. Yeah, both of these sets are armed with Thunder Hammer and Storm Shield. But you know what? I do think I've got one squad in my... where are they? Vengeful Veterans Detachment 13. That's my entire Terminator detachment. Thunder Hammer, Twin Lightning Claws. Yeah, we can just build this squad as a Twin Lightning Claw one, just so that way we've got loads of spare Thunder Hammers. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get rid of that nub there on him. And that way we can Thunder Hammer him. Look at that! So cool! I think next... What do you think is going to be announced as the product for next week? Yeah, as Sunday preview. I'm imagining it's Warhammer Quest just in time for Christmas. Which I've decided I'm not going to get. I've got too many projects going on at the moment. one cool shoulder. I might give him another cool shoulder pad. Yeah, let's go for 2 cool shoulder pads. More Marines, next question. No, they're not more Marines. Oh, we can give him 2 of these. Oh, this does not want to fit on that shoulder. Which is fair, to be honest. No, actually, I might just give him the crux. That's he's meant to come with instead. Oh, he's meant to have power sword. I forgot about that. Even if it's not more Marines will be announced anyway. I mean, if it's Warhammer Quest, those models can easily fit themselves into a Death Guard or, you know, Chaos Space Marine army. Because that's what I wanted to use them for. But I'm like, no. I need to, you know, learn to save money. And say enough is enough with some of my projects. Oh. Okay, there you go. He's got a spare power sword just in case he drops his hammer. I wish he had, you know, the cool little leaf, you know, that sort of shoulder pad. But he doesn't, so we just have to
Saving money, what's that? You're in the hobby now, son.
You know, I need to save my money so I can get more stuff later. Also, I want to get more parts for my terminators. It's going to take a while to build them all. And I want to get more parts to make them cooler. I know that this crux thing always has to go on like the left arm. But with my terminators, they are, what's it called? The Black Templars, they don't care. They read the rule book and were like, this would matter a lot if I could read, but I can't. It's like, what's that Bible next to you? It's like, fire things. Holy book, holy, goes of pictures. Yeah, we definitely don't read it. Definitely not. Okay, there he is. Oh, look how cool he's being. I do think it looks a bit weird with one shoulder pad being like this and the other not. But I think it also makes sense with the fact that the Space Marines are... You know, Terminator armor is hard to come by. So I like to imagine that it's a bit mixed and matched the pieces on them. Some of them are like really ancient parts. Some of them are more new parts. Some of them are just like custom pieces they made to fill in lost parts. That's how I'm imagining them, and that's why we've got so many. But there's one more thing, and I need this box out. Hi, IRS. You've only got like 9 cupcakes left. Save your sprinkles. I've got capes. Every Space Marine character should have capes, like Edna Mole always says. More capes! Definitely didn't say no capes. That would be
no
weird.
Jaffa cake for you.
No Jaffa cake for you. Jaffa cakes are good friends. Jaffa cakes are good friends. Oh yeah, okay, that's really bright resin, isn't it? I mean, it is basically just pure white. It's very flexible as well. compared to a lot of the more brittle resin pieces I get. It's also very reflective because it's very shiny for some reason. Like it looks like it's wet to me, but I did put it under UV light for quite a while and it didn't stop it looking any more wet or flexible, so I assume it's fine. But yeah, it's now got a cape. If I do this, yeah, that's...
Goober Cat, a new person approached and asked how you have that many termies. Answer: the more I get the spray bottle.
What's this, sorry? Oh, hi, Veron. Sorry, I missed your message there. 102 Terminator seems like a very specific number. Can I ask for a breakdown? Well, I've got 4 of... Where are they? I've got 4 of these boxes. With 18 in each box, that adds up to 72. I then got 3 of these boxes. And with 15 in each, and with 5 in each one, that's 15. Then I have 5 from the Combat Patrol of Imperial Fist. That's a total of 92 Terminators. And then I have 10 more Cataphracti Terminators from the Age of Darkness box set, the old Horus Heresy starter set. So yeah. I've got 20, that's how I've got specifically 102 Terminators. Hi, Ironcaster. Now I don't feel so bad about my Blood Angels that have been sitting in a pile of shame. By the way, that's not all the Terminators I have. I have already got, I've got these 3 characters built already. From for the 5 in the box set. And as you can imagine, I have 10 Terminators on for the 5 in box set. And then I've got 5 more Terminators on top of that. And then I've got 6 of the Saturnine Terminators. And a Saturnine General. Oh gosh, this guy broke. A Saturnine Captain, sorry. So that's like 50. So I've already got, what's that? 18 plus 6, 24 plus 1, 25. So I've already got 25 Terminators. That's 127. Glue. Glue! So much glue. We're using this one. Ouch. What chapters you're going to be painting from up past? Black Templar! Yeah, eventually. Eventually there'll be Black Templar. Although I like going with blue on them instead of red. And each of my army is going to be split into multiple detachments, and each detachment has its own shoulder colour. So, and they spread across the army. Although they're mostly going to go in the, what are they called? The Detachment 13th Vengeful Veterans, and they have gold shoulder pads. Yeah. But here we go. We got it. That's that Terminator Ancient. It's looking pretty cool for our detachment. Let's go and build. Should we build up the Claw Terminators next? We'll go and build some Lightning Claw dudes. Oh, here we go. Eventually means inevitable heat death of the universe. Hey! And actually, I'm going to turn this into a mega project. So effectively just going to keep going with these until they're all painted and built. Yeah, let's put that to one side for now. Ooh, that's the other head for the banner. Oh, I never realised that. That's pretty cool. Computer's being noisy again. You okay, computer? fancy. I just finished building a non-assimilator. Oh, I've got one of them. They're super cool. I love the super psychic one. Okay, we got the generic transport beacon here. So I kind of want to eventually get capes at all of the terminators because Sword Brethren usually have capes in Black Templar armies. Here we go. Here's the homing beacon for them, and it needs 2 more little legs on it. I think this is exactly the same as the normal Terminator one. Where are the little leggy bits on it?
So what you're telling me is the banner gets different heads but the captain can't get a helmet. Absolute scenes.
Yep, the captain has 2 different head options. He's got 3 different gun options. No, the stupid thing is, look at this, he's got 3 different combi weapons. Do you know how many different weapon options he has? He can have a 1 power weapon, or he can have, where is it? Where's the power fist on him? Where is his power fist? Oh, there it is. There's the back of the fist. And the front of the fist is... Where is it? Oh my gosh, I'm like... Oh no, there it is. There's a power fist. There's a power sword. And he can also either have a storm bolter, which is here, or he can have a combi weapon. So 3 weapons on this sprue, it is just 1 weapon option. It doesn't matter which one you choose. It's the exact same thing nowadays. And I hate it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Like, combi weapons should at least have 2 profiles. It should have an anti-infantry profile that you can choose to have, or you can choose to have an anti-tank one. That's what you should have. Oh. The captain needs to stay alive longer so he don't wear helmets for extra plot armor. That did not help Chiron and what's his name? I've already forgotten his name. Ackerman, I think is called. Captain Ackerman for the Gene Stealer Corps. He only's got 2 head options. He can either be bald with a bionic eye, or he can have a full head of hair and half a helmet with the mask part. Yeah, Chiron is he's gone. He did the Uber death. But what do we want next? We want... Oh yeah, he is part of it. I'm part of a team. If they can have a helmet, they get a helmet. Same. There's a few characters, or models rather, where I've chose not to do that with them. Just because, one, I want to, you know, practice doing skin tones. And part of it is just because it's just something different. You get a bit bored making the same model over and over. But generally, if I don't give them a helmet, I put a helmet instead on their, you know, like somewhere on their armor, showing that they've just taken it off temporarily. Either it's been damaged, or they've taken it off so that they can just have a bit of a breather. Which is a thing that happens in lore. Sometimes the Space Marines will just, like, especially if they go into shock or whatever, they'll take their helmets off just so they can, you know, breathe fresh air rather than respired air. And I kind of like the idea of that. It adds a bit of more dynamic system, but they have to have a helmet.
G-Dub's doing a better job of purging the legions than the traitors at Isvan 3.
I'm still paranoid and think that the reason they got rid of Chiron is because they wanted the dude from Secret Level who has a better connection to Titus. in his command squad, and they didn't want people getting confused between him and Chiron. So they purposely killed off Chiron to make sure you can't confuse him. And he can't use one for the other. That's what my paranoid thing tells me. I also think it's because Chiron generally had a much smaller role in the Space Marine game. Like, he was there just as your bro throughout, but he didn't really do much. Like, you got the other guy who was, you know, questioning you all the time, so he had a much bigger role. It's still hard to think of, like, why would they just get rid of a guy who is very clearly going to just make them more money if they sold miniatures of him? And that's what my paranoid mind tells me. I was about to try giving him, like, Thunderhammers and Storm Shields and stuff. No, we're going for Lightning Claws, aren't we? Yeah, we'll go with this model. We'll be the captain. Right, is there a tactical rock somewhere? Oh, there is a tactical rock. We have to give the tactical rock to the person in charge of the squad. My general rule is the model has a name, then no helmet on the model. If they are generic, they have a helmet. Or I like trying to like mess up with the helmets and try, like, I like getting the bionic eye ones and trying to do a bit of mixing and matching with them so it's not just always the same helmet. Sad because we're building up to something with him and him with the chaos. Potentially. I think they were less building up with him and more just trying to give him a reason of why he didn't question Titus to the same extent. He's more experienced, he's witnessed chaos firsthand before, so he knows what it looks like and knows what to look for. I think that's the main thing that we're trying to do with him, rather than building up to something. They just wanted to say, hey, this guy can be here to protect Titus, and this is the reason. But still, it's a bit weird. Not the first time they've done stuff like that. Now, Ackerman, it makes full sense why they got rid of him. He already has a model. But it's not called Ackerman, it's the generic Phobos captain. They clearly didn't really expect
Nobody
to do
likes
anything
Titus.
with him. Nobody likes Titus. Everyone loves Titus. Especially Titus haters. They love to hate. Oh yeah, you've got the little crotch for this guy. The crotch guard. Oh wait, does he have two different chest plates he can choose from? Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, he does. He can choose this chest plate. What's the difference between them? That one has a skull on it. That one has a skull and crossbones. Everyone else has the normal skull on them. Oh, so the skull and crossbones is probably marking them as the veteran or the sergeant or whatever. The new Titus model seems like it would be fun to convert into something else. I imagine the new Titus stats will probably be better than current Titus stats. And Titus at the moment isn't bad when you know that you're going up against like a swarming enemy. But he is very kind of meh. But it is a much nicer model than the previous model that he had. Finally tried Mechanicus. It isn't like XCOM, but now I know why people love it so much. The music, yeah, the music goes hard. Yeah, it's very different from XCOM. It has a bit of an XCOM style. I kind of prefer it for XCOM personally. But yeah, this guy's pretty cool. He's got loads of options for this one. Oh, and there's 2 different leg options for him as well. That's 8, 10, 11. Yeah, that must be easier to show that he's a sergeant. Yeah. Yeah. So that means when we build the second set of this sprue, this guy can be built as a normal one. I really like this. It's actually fun. I'm saying that as if I'm surprised that Games Workshop made a cool sprue. I am surprised. It's not every day Games Workshop actually makes a good decision with these things. Okay, no, this one definitely goes on the other foot. Yeah. I just mod my XCOM 2 soldiers into guardsmen and aliens as Tau. Oh, I modded my thanks to the Chicky Nuggy, by the way. I modded XCOM into guardsmen and Space Marines too. It's pretty fun. Why is my computer being so noisy today? Something must be caught in one of the fans. Okay, so we can put that leg onto him like that. Oh, he's got a little booty. Little Space Marine booty. The thing is, this makes it look like the weak point on all Space Marines is right in the booty. Like it's never armoured. You just stab them in the butt. Oh, do you know that thing about Achilles where he gets him in the heel? It's like that, but just get him in the butt. How do I add money to a duel? Just challenge someone and then just add sprinkles after your challenge. That's how it works. That's how much it costs to enter the duel and how much you'll win from your opponent if you do win, or how much you'll lose to your opponent if you do lose. But it's just your entry cost, so you won't lose extra. Akaran's cheeks. Yeet. Okay, now I like these new Terminator models. Okay, these 2 pieces fit nicely, like that. There we go. And then this fit nicely like that. Oh, it does. Okay, so I can't change how the body works here because you got this gap here and this fits into that gap. Even if I did cut away the thing, it would, you know, as soon as I tried changing a position. I could cut off this back part here, but that is a bit disappointing, but not super disappointing. It's a nice model to put together otherwise. Lots of options. And then there's no nubs and for arms. That means we can choose to use any 2 arms together. So I'm going to go for 2 grabby arms. I want him looking like he wants to give you a big old hug. This is how he collects his taxes, with the sword. Oh no! Oh no! iOS is collecting taxes again. Ooh, and you can give him these cool ones as well to mark him as a sergeant. Oh, that's super nice. Okay, so it is nice that they thought about all the different ways that you can mark your character as a sergeant. Okay, yeah, these two bits go together like that. And can I put this on this arm? Yes, I can. Oh, bits. Also, hello, thanks for change. I did say hello to you, Ordic. I do forget to say hello sometimes, I apologise. Don't gamble my sorrows away. No, don't do that. Don't lose even more mon-mons. I need more sprinkles. Don't worry, sprinkles are just a free currency you earn by being in chat. Oh, I could do a Yorick, how I knew they could put a skull in his hand. Or I could just have him like, I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna hug you. I hope one day they release a Tiberius for Red Awake model. Just because I want an absolutely massive Terminator model. With chainsaw power fists. Or lightning claws, rather. Oh. I can have him waving. Hi! Hi! Hello! How you doing? No! Oh, I want to put him on his knees now. No! No! Wait, Naruto running. Okay, what would be the coolest pose for him though? That's pretty nice. I'm thinking something like that might be a bit more dynamic though. Yeah. Couldn't find target Cupcake. Yeah, you can't target me. Okay, what do I want to do though? I want to take one of these. I've got these Terminator loincloths. One day you'll do me. I'll have to challenge you to a duel. Oh yeah, loincloths. You know, only a Black Templars player would get excited about loincloths. Okay, come on. Get stuck on. No, don't stick to me. I've not even got glue on my fingers. Why are you sticking to me? We're using super glue because, you know, it's resins trying to stick to plastic. Plastic glue just won't work. Oh gosh, that's changed the angle. So which of the gods are we missing at this point? What's this, sorry? Tzeentch, Lanesh, God Emperor, Talan stands in for Horned Rat, Cupcon is... I'm not Nurgle's stinkiest goober. That's meant to go here. Okay, I don't think it wants to fit on because the leg gets in the way. Yeah, that's why. Legs getting in the way. It's resin, so. Okay, what about this one? Will this one fit properly? Okay, this one, that one fits properly. Other things I want to do then is get another cape. Because the sergeants, I want to mark out the sergeants with capes for now. When he's got a little book. He didn't know what to do with it, so he just put it in his back. Here we go. Oh. Now that makes him look cool. Get one of those Terminator heads as well. Where did I put the heads again? Oh no. Oh no, heads! They're here. Heading out to appreciate the relaxing stream. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for coming in, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day too, Garbear. We're missing Malice, or whatever it's called. Green and purple are Nurgle colours. No! I don't believe you. Green and purple is like the Ninja Mutant. Oh no, they live in a sewer, don't they? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That wasn't like the defensive argument I was expecting it to be. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Have you realised how many kids' cartoon songs it's just do for theme songs, just repeating the name of a cartoon of a characters just over and over again until you know, you get to the actual episode. Oh. Wait, green and purple are the colours of corruption? I'm not evil! You're all making stuff up. Heroes in a half shell? Heroes in a half shell! To be honest, I don't think I've ever listened to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme tune fully. I probably have. I think it was something my brother liked. I was more into Shaolin Showdown and American Dragon. Oh. I'd completely forgotten Shaolin Showdown and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was great. And also My Little Pony, obviously. Look at that. I'm not evil! Ignore the horns! Get them off my head! I'm trying to do what do you know the deers do in winter. They're like, get off my head.
Japanese theme songs seem to rarely have the title in the there.
It's true. Oh, it's true. What's wrong with that? What's up with that? Okay, that one I think dictates him as a sergeant. Or do we want that shoulder pad? Or do we just want to give him 2 of these shoulder pads? Okay, this guy is looking more like a sergeant character. Not a sergeant character, a captain than my captain models. Like, look at this dude. He could be a Terminator captain. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm giving him 2 shoulder pads. 5. Oh. Thunderbirds are go. Oh, I could not watch Thunderbirds as a kid. My mother absolutely loved Thunderbirds and Stingray. But the puppets always creeped me out. Mickey Mouse also creeped me out massively, especially for plushies, and I had like this Ranger Mickey Mouse. I was just in my room staring at me. I'm like, I want Minnie Mouse. Why? Why do I have a Ranger Mouse here? He's scary. It is weird just how much random memorabilia I had in my room for stuff I didn't even care for. Like, I had a Spider-Man 2 poster and a Harry Potter poster as a kid. And Harry Potter also, like the not Chamber Secrets. Oh no, it was the Chamber Secrets and Philosopher's Stone. Again, he creeped me out. I think it was just because I had it like on the other, because my parents put it up, but like, you like Harry Potter, right? I'm like, no. Like, well, your mother loves Harry Potter, so we're putting this up. Look, I wasn't here for the puppets, I was here for the T-birds, and that was it. Oh bugger, I just noticed the time. Goodbye for 1. Good luck with your 102. We got 2 done, 100 to go. Look how this looks though. Oh, he's so cool. Doesn't this guy looks more like a character, doesn't he? It looks like he should be a captain, not just the leader of a squad. Did it go too hard with him? I mean, come look next to the H. I mean, the leader of a squad should be cool. I am upset that sergeants no longer get +1 attack. That was probably, when I got back into the hobby, the biggest thing for me. It's like, what do you mean there's no +1 attack anymore? Like, this is no +1 attack. Oh, darn it, we don't have the little things on the side of him. I just noticed. I want a Purity Seal 1, and I'll go for a Terminator Crux 1. I'm struggling with a lag. There's lag. Is anyone else getting lag, or is it just iOS at the moment? Because if so, I can look at doing stuff on my computer. See if there's something wrong. Maybe reset my router. Or knock down the stream for a little bit though. I fixed it. Had to reset. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, sometimes resetting is... Sometimes if you're struggling with a stream not fully loading and whatever, just reload the page. Or then YouTube will throw extra adverts at you usually. But that's more money for me, haha! So I can buy more Terminators. I kind of want to make a chapter of Terminators. Just like full 1000 Terminators. It's like, they must definitely be, what's it called, successors then? Dark Angels? It's like, no. No. Or what's a chapter that's least likely? Or do you know the founding chapter that's least likely to have Terminators? Isn't it like the, no, not the Salamanders. The Salamanders and Iron Hands both can produce Terminators. And their successors also can. Iron Hands because they've got access to the Mechanicus. Salamanders because the Sons of Falcon and they're just good at craftsmanship. They can build Terminators themselves if they need to. In fact, apparently they have like their own special Terminator plates that technically aren't Codex compliant. But they don't care. And the Mechanicus would like to take a look at, but, you know, they don't let the Mechanicus take too close of a look from what I was reading. Come on, just get on. This is where I need something like a tweezer. I do have tweezers, I just can't be bothered grabbing them. There we go. Instead used these things. Oops, Old Termy sounds like a Grey Knight strat. And the Dark Angel strat. So just play the knife and get those Sarges back. It'll be fine. The army would probably decrease in points though. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I mean, some squads still have cool sergeants. But it would be nice if like Terminator sergeants stood out from other Terminators in the squad. Whether it's because they get +1 attack or because... Like, Terminator sergeants. I fully believe that relic weapons should get +1 damage. So that Mastercrafted Sarge, yeah, +1 damage. They already do that. Mastercrafted Power Fists and Thunderhammers, though, should be damage-free. And Sergeants for Terminator Squad should have a Mastercrafted version of the weapons. Or like relic versions. Hi, Steve Jacobs. I like it when fantasy worlds have animals based on dinosaurs. That is pretty fun. And hello, Nanofate. Did I miss you coming in earlier? Raven Guard and Right Scars seem less likely to have lots of Terminators. Oh yeah, Raven Guard and White Scars. Yeah, I want to do a White Scars successor chapter that is just, oops, all Terminators. Like, where did we get the Terminator
On
stone?
finger reveal?
Oh my god. Yeah, unfortunately, Emperor, I've run out of gloves. And this is, unfortunately, also on the week where all my nails broke. And I even cut myself today, and I got cut by the cat. Unfortunately, yeah. So instead you've got my random... just flashbang fingers. Okay, they are fun models, but they are a bit time consuming to make these new Terminators. Because they got a lot of pieces. Also, movement and Termi stat line is mad. +1 advance and charge rolls also. Yeah, I think it makes sense why they decided to, you know, change them. That does sound a bit ridiculous for Terminators to have. Oops. There we go. Let's see if this will fit the other leg. Hi, big guy. These Terminators are a bit more dynamic than the old. They are definitely more dynamic. They're also more dynamic than the old plastic ones. I never had the old metal ones, but I did have the old plastic ones. And these are much nicer to build. And arguably even for other guys, the current Primaris Terminators. Deep Strike and then 8 to get in instead of that Evolusive 9 is a huge buff. That is a huge buff. 102. I don't think you have time to build that many models. Yeah, we don't have time to build that, but next week is going to be Terminator week mostly. Although we are going to take a break midweek to do something else, to paint. And then also I'm going to be taking a break to play Warhammer Total War. Because I really got into the Slaanesh campaign. I meant to play a little bit more and then ended up playing like multiple hours and being like, oh my gosh, I had other stuff I wanted to do tonight. Because once you get rolling with a Slaanesh campaign, it gets really fun. It's just that early game that's really punishing for Slaanesh. Because you're up against high elves. And you can't really afford to make many mistakes. Because, you know, they can just take advantage of every mistake that you make. You can get armies easier than you can. They're full of archers. I'll probably play them for harder difficulty because I did up it again after we got a bit more used to playing as Slaanesh. And it sounded fine. You know, for battle difficulty, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Actually stated in law that White Scars feel sorry for their honoured interned. They do. A lot of Space Marines do feel sorry for their honoured interned, mind you. But White Scars feel especially sorry because of, you know, the entire... You can't move fast anymore. It's one thing not moving fast, it's another thing... It would be really cool though if we got access, like I think that getting access, if Games Workshop goes all in like upgrade spoos and stuff, like the ability to upgrade any dreadnought you've got into a Space Marine, into like a jump dreadnought would be hilariously fun. But also like be something you can imagine. It's designed for the White Scars, works best in White Scar lists, but anyone could do if they really want to. Because I do like that old freedom that they used to have with models. I can understand why they moved away from it. Because that's it was mostly a legal thing. Oh, much like their vehicles, Scars, Dreads do get motor system modifications. They aren't exactly slouches. I like the idea of Smacker Dread going way faster than it should. Yee! I don't know if currently in the White Scars detachment you can make Dreads and stuff go faster. I think it's really just only transport vehicles and mounted units. You got the Vanguard Veteran Detachment, which is the scouty one, don't you? You've then got another mounted detachment, and you have the... Is there another detachment? That's fast.
I remember this combo in 9th. Blood Angels have a Libby Dread, and one of their spells made the casters move 12 inches and gave them fly.
Oh yeah, you can't do that now with Librarian Dreadnoughts. They are legends. You can still use them in normal games, even some tournaments. But yeah, almost all of the Librarian stuff specifically like mentions Librarian models, as in like the character model, or infantry units that have a psycho keyword, so that it's harder to just exploit them. There we go. Then get one arm on. Lavitine shoes. There we go. Fished up. Looks like I want it looking like he's about to just punch you with this bit with his lightning claw. Lightning claws always confused me, and still do, in which they're literally a power fist with power swords sticking out the back of them. Why is its stats so kind of bad? I can hear shouting outside. Just give me a moment. So, weird stuff outside. There we go. And then what do we want? Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. Oh yeah, the lightning claw models, pretty cool. But yeah, the lightning claws feel like they should have a... Looking at them, you'd expect them to have like a power fist thing, but like with devastating wounds or something like that. It's... No one ever expects a Librarian Dreadnought to fly up to the aircraft and punch it to the floor. I mean, to be fair, that does sound like something a Librarian Dreadnought could do. It made more sense than Power Fist made you fight last. Yeah, Power Fist used to make you Initiative 1 or fight last. Thunderhammers 2. Lightning Claws, though, didn't. They were basically twin-linked power weapons with one extra attack. And that's why they were good. But every single lightning claw that is literally just a power fist with Wolverine claws on it doesn't make sense to me. Like, one, why aren't you striking last? Because it is still just a power fist. I could literally take off this thing here and put on... I could take this from the normal power fist and just put it on the back of that. Cut off that little wire, and it will work just as well, and it will just turn it into two power fists. Okay, we'll take the normal Terminator heads now for you. Oh, he's got the Veteran Sergeant head on. That's fine. Then I do want one of these shoulder pads for them. Is that arm on correct? I don't think it actually is. I think it needs to be further back. And yeah, we can put this cool shoulder pad on. But yeah, there's no reason why if a power fist makes your strike last, that these lightning claws shouldn't make your strike last. Although I guess, in a way, you can imagine for just sweeping their fists around, where normally a fist... It's weird, because sometimes like a fist works because you grab hold of something and crush it. And that's why your strike's so slow, but other times it's just you punching them. It's like, why would a fist not work by just flaying itself around anyway? I do eventually want to get capes for all of them. I just need to get the money to get enough capes for all of them. I just dropped the shoulder pad. It's going through all of the sprues. Where is it? Shoulder pad, come here. Oh, there it is. Oh. Now I need to put more glue on it because it evaporated already. There we go. Yee! Okay, let's see if we can get this loincloth on of them. Will this one fit onto you now? No, once again, it's... the legs in the way. Is it because the lightning claws are usually associated with jump packs and stealthy units? They need less weight for them? Kind of, I guess. Best strap was the Night Squishing Grip one. You needed the Power Fists, but you could grab a character and then you have the enemy into the roll until they broke or died. Broke out or died. Oh, that's like how giants used to work in fantasy, and I think still do. Although their attacks are random, one of their attack chances that they have is just from literally grabbing a character and being like, I own you now. I'm gonna eat you. Gosh, I keep dropping pieces. No, wrong one. Okay. Yeah, and it was a way that you could instantly kill a character. It was like, quite annoying for a vampire to deal with, because vampire players is like half of your points is just your single vampire model. And they're very, very tough, so usually there's not many ways to just easily get rid of a vampire. Like, you can't just melee it to death, because, like as I said, they're ridiculously good at what they do. You can't just shoot them to death because they're usually inside a unit. If you fire a cannon at them, they're generally tough enough to survive a cannon, even if you get a really good hit in on them. Okay, no, this one is just not... this one ain't it, Chief. This one ain't it. Let's look for a different one. But yeah, I like the lightning claws. Do you know where they're just on a normal hand and they're coming out the back? I really prefer those ones. In fact, the lightning claw for Horus Heresy is literally the same as a power fist. You just add, you just change what the back plate is. I do think lightning claws do look cool. I just don't think it makes that much sense when they don't have the same stat line as a power fist or similar. They don't have the same drawbacks. There you go. That looks pretty cool. I like that. It's got a purity seal there and a purity seal there. Is there anything cool little bits here that we can put on him? Oh yeah, we got these little purity seal things for terminators. Now these purity seals that have the little terminator crux on them, they can be put on any model you want. Especially any sort of model that's like a veteran or, you know, they have the skull on the helmet. Because that just means that they're allowed to wear Terminator plate, which is different from actually wearing Terminator plate. One, there's chapters out there that don't have any Terminator armor at all, and they're just like, hey, you can wear Terminator armor if we had any. You've earned the honor effectively. And similarly, it's like there might not be any Terminator armor available to you, but you still wear that honor badge effectively, saying if a Terminator armor was available, you can wear it. And sometimes you just might not want to use it because it's like, hey, we're going into a dangerous place. We don't need the Terminators, and the risk of losing one is too great to make it worth it. Oh, this is just so easy. We definitely don't need Terminators, and I'm not going to waste the time and stuff getting Terminator armor.
This is where I would put my Terminator armor, if I had any.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the entire joke with them. I mean, if I say a joke, it's not really. But yeah, it's a really good way of, like, if you just want to have, like, show some extra character in some of your models and, like, give a bit of story to them, especially if you're, like, playing kill team and stuff. Or, you know, doing crusades. Just keeping some of those to one side, just so you can give it to, like, a character that was heroic, you know, a model that was heroic or whatever. Like, you can just have one of your normal intercessors wearing one. Yeah. It wasn't broke. The Christmas Battle Force boxes are great impulse buy stuff for me. Same. I did kind of buy some, even though really shouldn't be. Yeah, I looked at them and I was like, you know, I need it. I did decide to crunch some numbers though and look at my Tyranids and I'm like, you know what? I don't need this Battle Force box set. It's only got one of the models I actually really wanted. No, it's not gonna fit there. Oh, but still. I was extremely tempted by them. Same with the Chaos one. Yeah. I really like the Warp Talons, Lightning Claws. Where do you know, and you see it in some of the Horus Heresy models as well, where you've got these claws. Oh, and I think the Chaos Terminators also have it. And it's where each finger ends in a talon. I really love those lightning claws. I do love the look of these. It's just the stat line that confuses me. It doesn't feel like it should have that stat line. Okay, it looks a bit more Black Templar-y, doesn't it, though? He's got plenty of purity seals. Could always do with more, but, you know. Doesn't have a cape. I don't have that many capes. I've basically got enough capes for each of the characters and each of the sergeants.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't. Wait, how did I end up with all these boxes? Why is bank account in the negative?
Yeah, that's exactly me. No. It's one of the things though, I was just adding up prices, like, especially for the guardsmen, it's like, this is what I want in my guardsman army eventually, and it's just, it will save a lot of money. Really, I'm losing money if I don't buy it. I do that go maths, as we say. You know, with savings like this, I'm losing money if I don't get it, you know? That's definitely how money works. Games Workshop will just take money from my bank account. And break my knees. That's how money works, right? I'm pretty sure it is. You don't need to validate that answer. What do I need here? I need his crotch. Where's his crotch? That sounds weird. There we go. I'm gonna want the little leggy lick bits. Hey, Mad Majidi. How you doing? How's the Terminator Fest going? It's going very slowly. We've got 3 Terminators down, 99 to go. We did get distracted by the Battle of McCrag though. I should remember to print some Terminators on my little brother's Laminators army. Laminators. Lamentors. Not laminate. Oh my gosh, the Space Marines who just love to laminate things. You know, I think we actually do need that in Warhammer now. If the Ultramarines love to go and excel, there must be a Space Marine Ultramarine successor chapter that just loves to laminate things. It's like, have you seen my Codex Astartes? It's like, is that just a random folder? Yes, open it up. Just every page of a Codex Astartes laminated. In duplicate. Also, look at this one. This is a glossy laminate. But this is one of those matte laminates, so you don't get any shine, so you can put them on a projector and stuff. Oh, it's so good. And this one has a slight polarity tint, so if you add some like polarity, get like some sunglasses and turn them at an angle, it will disappear. It will just look black. It's like, whoa. I've literally been listening to this for an hour. Thank you. I hope it's been an enjoyable hour. Oh no. But yeah, I now need to not
102 termies sat on the wall. 102 termies on the wall. You take one down, you pass it around. 101 termies sat on the wall.
Yep. 100. Now don't pass my termies around. They're my termies. Mine. I'm gonna eat you now. I'm not gonna eat you. You're a cupcake friend, not food. Okay, we've got lots of models made. Oh my gosh, it's getting cold in here. I've got my windows open because, you know, I'm gluing stuff. But I've got a jacket on, so it's fine. I'm gonna have to walk my cat in the dark later, though. Not gonna be fun. the snails and stuff come out at this time of year. And you can't see them underfoot. I'm not going to outsource my Terminators. No one needs to outsource Terminators. There we go. We got another one almost built. He just needs some army arms. He's just got some armies. Do 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 do. Give him his armies. Do 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 do. I don't know why I'm singing a song about armies. Where's his other power fist? Power fist. That one is alright. Okay, this one. I want this one then. Yeah, that one goes here. Hello, sunshiny rays. How you doing? We are armless. He's an armless little man. Mama just killed a man. Got a gun up to his hand. Said, build my Terminators. He said no, so she shot him a million times. And that's why I'm no longer allowed to outsource work. Power fish, lightning claws. Made for hugging. Big old hugs. I'm gonna scratch ya. I'm gonna scratch ya. I'm gonna scratch ya. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look so ridiculous. Hey, old Quadro, been a good day. Got food for doctors. I'm fixing up some Gene Stealer Cut stuff. Oh. Gene Stealer Cuts. Yeah. Look at him. Look at him. He's just like, I'm gonna scratch you. I'm gonna give you scritchy scratches. Scritchy. Oh, is that a good scratch on your nose? That's why lightning claws exist. Terminator people were like, I can't scratch my own nose. The armor's too bulky to do that. So someone went and got them for power fist and just stuck some sticks onto it. And so they could scratch a friend's nose. Have ever like all scratching one another's noses? And then some like inquisitor came along and go, what you doing? This looks like heresy. It's like lightning claws. How about you? I'm doing okay-ish. We got some Terminators being built. Some mother-loving Terminators. Like this dude, our ancient. Oh, look how cool that dude is. He's got a cape. And we've got a sergeant for a squad. He looks cooler than most captains. Oh. No. Oh no, just knocked one of his arms off. Our creator just knocked your arm off. How do you feel about that? Well, as long as it doesn't spill glue all over us all, I guess we can't complain. I kept knocking over this tub of glue, but thankfully it was closed every single time. I just randomly keep catching it today. shoulder pad. This is the biggest project. What's the smallest you've had? The smallest one is probably the one I got done today, which is, I say got done, I got built today. It's a McFag. I'm going to paint each of these guys in actual ultramarine colours. And I'm debating painting these guys in High Fleet Behemoth colours. And I'm also debating whether I should use contrasts and shades or if I should try painting them without it, like mimicking how I had to paint them when I originally got them. And seeing how hard it is. But I'm unsure if I want to do that or not. But yeah, so that's going to be like a small project because it's just a relatively small starter set. Now, where is a cool little head here? Where's the head? Okay, do we want a loincloth with this guy as well? Ooh, the loincloth might actually fit on him this time round. Give me hugs or give me death. Cake or death? Cake or death? Cake or death, madam? I fancy the cake, actually. Like, okay. Some cake for you. Cake or death, sir? Can I have a cake? Like, certainly. Cake or death? Like, can I have the cake? Well, we're out of cake now. Unfortunately, there's been a greater demand of cake than we really expected. It's like, well, I don't really want the death, to be honest. I mean, there's only two choices, sir, and we're out of one of them. Like, I guess I'm gonna have to have a death then. Like, wait, certainly this way, sir. So I really love that sketch. It's just such a silly, concept. And that's not the actual thing, because it's been ages since I last watched it. So I kind of forget how it actually goes. Yeah, loincloth doesn't fit either. Let's try one of these smaller loincloths. This one here. It was at this moment Cupcake was admitted to her local asylum. No! You've never seen that sketch. I think it's like Eddie Izzard or something like that. I can't remember who did it. Really, really old. Reminds me of the type of Monty Python humor. Oh gosh. Get off. Yeah, by the way, if your skin gets caught or something with super glue, twist. Super glue bonds are, when they're not the greatest at pull motions, but they're generally relatively good at resisting twists. They're relatively bad at resisting twisting motions. No, I don't really like that nub. Get rid of it. Because of how the bonds go. No, no, don't do that. No. I'm not a cat. I'm just oddly cat-shaped right now because she did mean things to me. There we go. Roar. He's like Frankenstein. Roar. 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 And by Frankenstein, I mean for monster, not for creator. Although I like to imagine that the reason Frankenstein walks like that is because the creator just enjoys walking like that as well. It's like, why doesn't fish catch on? And that way, if you fall over, you catch yourself immediately. It's amazing. Take our death. You no. Oh, I should probably put, you know, one of these under them. Cure to seal. Yeet. Why do you think that's like how we have zombies and stuff run and walk and like Frankenstein? Like, did one person popularize that with like a film, or is that just how we naturally think of zombies working? Just brain. Nom, nom, no brains here. No brains here. No brain. I'm in a Templar army. No! That's why, you know, the Ultramar sector got hit by the zombie apocalypse, right? You know, by Nurgle. Like Templars didn't. It's got no brains to eat. Brains? Wait, we don't have any of that over here. Sounds like heretical talk to me. Brains? Independent thought? Thinking? For yourself? Oh, those aren't skills we want in the Imperium. The funny thing is, that is actually hilariously true. Yet also exactly not true as well. Like, they don't want the common people having those types of skills, but they do want plenty of people with those skills. Thinking for yourself. Gross. Only the Emperor is meant to think for you. Oh, shoulder pad fell off. Yeah. Okay, what do we want now? When we've got one of these spoons that have 2 more attached to it. Oh no, that's a chained sword. That's not the sprue one. That's the captain sprue. That's a chaplain sprue. And here we go. Let's put these 2 to one side for now. And we've got this person. Or 2 people. What's 2 plus 2? 4. She's a witch! But it is 4. She did that in her head. That means she's capable of independent thought. And according to the book I've been reading, or has been read to me, that's bad. You're using a lot of big words there. What books have you been having read to you? You're a heretic? Like heretic? That's a word still thing more than one. Get 'em. The shambling zombies are probably a Hollywood invention. I think in original mythologies, zombies retain more human movement. Yeah, it depends. Like zombies itself, like the word especially, I think comes from was it Caribbean or American culture or something like that? Like native, maybe. But then for undead themselves, there's different like versions of the undead depending on where you are. Some of them shamble, some of them don't shamble. Like you got the jumping vampire things. In the east. You've then got the vampires that can't cross the rivers and stuff. In Europe. When it came to your more normal undead, I think there was a shambling stereotype, but I think that's like because of people like lepers and people who were just really ill. I think that's ultimately where it comes from. Like they'd walk with their hands out, you know, wanting help. Or sometimes because they couldn't see. And they'll shamble because, you know, they're ill. I think that might be originally where it derives from. Imagine being able to form thoughts of your own. Did you imagine it? Which your mind is being controlled by a demon if you're thinking instead of working. Yes. I think there might be a Haitian, I need to check. They may have been familiars raised by magic. I think the zombies originally, they weren't like undead. They were instead people who had fallen. Basically, it was like this poison or whatever that made you very susceptible to what other people's suggestions were. Or so I've heard. But TV's lied to me before. That's mostly where I've gotten that information. It wasn't like I heard it on the internet, because then it must be true. But now I've just said it on the internet, so it must be true. Just like anyone who donates to me definitely becomes no. Definitely becomes poorer. If you like this stream, you will become a really cool person to me. I don't even want to pretend lie about that stuff. Oh gosh. There we go. Original mythological vampires, like if you follow them before, like Dracula, like we often think of Dracula as the original vampire. But the stories and mythology associated with vampires is far, far older than Dracula is. And honestly, they get kind of crazy. Like they're ridiculously overpowered in mythology and lore. Like, what do you mean this guy can leap over mountains? That if you turn them to ash, they'll just reform? But only way to stop them is with running water. Oh wait, some vampires just walk on water? Oh no. It's like, you have to use the holy power of the cross. No, the dangers of vampires is that they don't care about your religion. They don't care about God. They can't stop them. You need a holy warrior. Preferably a dozen of them. I think there might be, I don't know, that implies we weren't really cool people to you. Yeah, you're only really cool people when you like the stream. No, you're really cool people anyway. But you're extra cool if you like the stream, you know. Because that makes me know that you appreciate me. And that, you know, you care. I'm joking with you. What's this? No. Oof. What do you want? Do you want it down there? Or do you want it up here? Oh, they don't like it up them. They don't like it up them. That's a Dad's Army joke. If you've never watched Dad's Army, it's pretty good, but I generally advise to skip the first season. The black and white season. Because, well, personally it is not the greatest. It gets a little racist. Oh, there you go. There you go. I remember when Dad's Army first came out. If you don't know, it's about the Home Guard in WW2. And it's a comedy. It's like, oh, these people are like too old or too young, or they have like jobs and stuff that are considered important. So they don't get sent into the war zone, but instead they are the Home Guard, so they're there to defend the borders of the country in case any invaders come along. They're not the best at the jobs. You know what, I don't think this guy's going to have a crux on one of his shoulders. He's going to be like, you know what, I don't like it. I'm just going to have the cool Black Templar shoulder pad instead. That's what I like about Black Templars. They don't really care about all the uniform and stuff that others do. And they'll often just customise their own armour to their own likes. I mean, really, they should have it on because that's like got a force field or something in it. But, you know, I don't care. You can imagine it's under all this extra chainmail plate. It's like, you know, I don't like the force field just being out in the open. If it ever fails and it gets hit, it's not going to work again. Let's put some just cheap iron chainmail over it. That will work. That'll defend it. Oh no, why am I mocking my little dude that I just made? He's trying his best. Not his fault, he's a bit dumb. Black Templars are such a weird chapter. Because you think about them as like Sons of Dawn or whatever, but then they don't really behave like Sons of Dawn. I feel like the Death Guard has the same problems as a Dreadnought if the floor's too weak. The Death Guard. Oh, the Terminators. Deathwing Terminators. Dark Angels. Floor's too weak, you'll just fall. Yeah. They do have that problem. It really depends on the writer and stuff though. Like in some writers, Terminators are a lot more agile than you'd actually expect them to be. But it makes sense. Space Marines are meant to be agile things even if they're in Dreadnought armor. Or do you know this? And the idea is that they can climb and just... and jump really high. Hi, that guy over there. Give him graph boots. I like to imagine it's like if you like dug a really deep hole that was kind of just wide enough for a Terminator to fall down, and then covered it up, and the Terminator stepped on it and fell through. One, they're probably not going to just step through it because they've got all these augments in their helmet and stuff to be able to know what's in front of them. And that, hey, that thing's going to fall out under me if I step there. The other thing I imagine, though, is that Terminators... Oh, wait, does this one finally fit? It might do. No, never mind. I'm trying to get it to fit. But yeah, I like to imagine that if they did drop into the floor, they'll just claw their way back up through the ground. Like the power fist will just tear through the dirt and stone, and they'll just dig themselves a ramp out of there, and it probably wouldn't slow them down very much. It's actually canon that during training drills of Imperial Guard against the Astartes, they'll build pitfall traps, and the guard would run across the traps and the Astartes would fall through. Yeah. Astartes though, they should have Auspexes and stuff they're having for helmets and all that stuff should be enough to basically say, hey, if you step here, there's nothing underneath it, there's no structural support. Don't step there. And they'll just like jump over it. Well, that's not fun for a story or whatever. You have to imagine they must have some sort of counter to it to avoid being trapped. What would be really cool if they finally give Terminators an upgrade? And it's just like... Imagine if they give Terminators the ability to freely teleport. Like now, they're much more accurate teleporting than they used to be, and you no longer risk losing your entire squad due to a bad deep strike attempt, which used to happen. The thing the guard knows that so they make the trap supported and strong, but not strong enough for the Space Marine armor. But you'd think that the Space Marines would notice, would be able to tell when, if it would be enough for them or not. Like with their Auspexes and stuff. Like, it should be, in our reality, you'd expect good enough to do something like that. It would be weird if it wasn't. And I think Space Marines would just really struggle if they didn't have that sort of stuff, as it were. But what would be fun if, like, Terminators got an ability for, like, short distance teleporting, and that way when they move and do advances, they can ignore terrain that's in the way. Hi, Mississippi Gonzo. Like, if they do charges, advances, and movement, they should have the ability just to ignore it. Kind of like if they were flying. Like, they still move really slow, but it would just be funny if they could just, like, teleport back. It's like, oh, there's a wall in my way. I'm teleporting on the other side of that. You just trapped me in a hole while I'm teleporting above where it is. That would be cool. I think it would be quite lore accurate as well. I say quite lore accurate. It'd be relatively lore accurate. Lore accurate enough, in my personal opinion. There we go. We've got 5. We got his legs. But I do feel like Terminators, in 10th, Terminators feel like they need a little bit of a boost. I don't want them to have a points decrease because I feel like Terminators should be an expensive unit to put down. But I feel like they should be worth that expense, and at the moment, most armies, they're not really worth that expense. I think like Terminators getting an upgrade to effectively deal with pitfall traps and their slowness issues would be pretty fun. In novel, Terminators are seen from the PhD of Astartes, so they probably do seem slow from their perspective, but to normal humans they're probably a lot quicker than they should be. True. The only Terminators I think I've seen in novels, actually, like not from Astartes' point of view, might have been in the Guardsman books, Gaunt's Ghost, where I think they fought some Nurgle Terminators. But the Gaunt's Ghost books that like Nurgle Space Marines appeared in got a lot of flack because of just how pathetic they made the Space Marines feel. You could argue that they're very tabletop accurate, but they weren't very otherwise lore accurate. I mean, nowadays they wouldn't be considered tabletop accurate because, oh my goodness, they died so easily. But back then, Space Marines were just terrible on the battlefield compared to now. 1 attack, 1 wound. But they were okay. But yeah, the Space Marines there seem to be quite lumbering in general. Yeah, I think I had Typhus or something, and I think Typhus was in Terminator plate. I think there might also be an extract of like a Terminator versus a Tau, where the Terminator was surprisingly fast. Like a Tau battle suit. Well, the thing with Terminators is, like, if we go with the tabletop rules, and most of the time they existed, they were slow and lumbering, and they still are. Like, they got movement to 5 inches compared to the 6 inches almost everyone else gets. They, used to be... They were Initiative 4 with, you know, these guys with the lightning claws. Which meant they were faster than, like, guardsmen and stuff, and just as fast as a marine in combat. Because it was like, the higher initiative, the sooner you'd go. So effectively, if you had initiative 4, you do all the people who fight at initiative 4 in that melee first, and then you do all the people at initiative 3. But if you had someone at initiative 5, that person will go first, and then the initiative 4 guys, and the initiative 3 guys. And if you had 2 that were initiative 3, or the same initiative, and for both attack at the same time, so you don't remove a model until it's done its attacks. But yeah, but for Terminators though, most Terminators had Power Fists of Thunderhammers, which made you Initiative 1. So it would have given the idea on tabletop that Space Marine Terminators very much are just lumbering behemoths. With a 2+ armor save that you're guaranteed to fail. And originally they only had a 5+ invulnerable save. And they only had 1 wound. So that meant you're paying 200 points for some basic Terminators without any upgrades. And they're gonna get taken out by that guardsman squad over there. Because why not? Oh, I forgot to do his little things. Space Marines sucked. With that being said, one of the big things where we often see Terminators in the lore, and in a lot of stories, is on board Deathhooks fighting Gene Stealers of all things. So you'd think that fighting one of the fastest aliens that exists, one of the fastest life forms, Terminators can't exactly be slouches. Otherwise, how are they're just going to get ripped to pieces? I mean, to be fair, they often do get ripped to pieces by Gene Stealers. And this was especially true back when Gene Stealers had Rend, which just, on a roll of a 6 to wound, you just completely ignore your opponent's armor save. And that meant they ignored your 2+. You still got your 5+ invulnerable, but again, it was 5+, not 4+ that we have today. Which is... I mean, it's okay. Okay, I'm thinking maybe if we put this thing up... No, that doesn't work. Just looks really weird like that. Maybe we'll put it further down. Oh yeah, and then his face can be going that way. Oh yeah, that's cool. Like it's going barreling towards you. Okay. This thing onto him. Like that. Oh, that looks cool. Don't you think so? Oh. Oh gosh, all this glue stuck to my fingers is not good. Not good for the eczema. That's one of the benefits of wearing glue gloves for this stream. Also, probably when I cut my thumb. At least I wouldn't have noticed until like, oh, taking my gloves off and I'm bleeding. This. How does this shoulder pad even go on this shoulder? Oh darn, I just took off his entire arm instead. I guess that works. Okay, then we'll give him generic Terminator head. Oh yeah! Okay, then I want to give him a little... Actually, do we want to give him a loincloth? Because we have another cool armor piece here. I have not used. I think it's meant to go on for Sergeant, to be honest. The fact that they gave you a bunch of stuff to be able to mark out your Sergeant, though, makes me think if eventually the Sergeant's going to get like his own little kit, like his own proper rules again. There we go. Yeah, that looks cool enough. Pure to seal, pure to seal. No pure to seals on this side, so let's get some on. Okay, want to pure to seal. This thing. I dropped it. Yeah, I feel like I want to get capes on all of these dudes. How many people like Graphis Marines though? Because Graphis Marines have to be one of my favourite additions to Warhammer. The Space Marines in particular. I mean, obviously, because that's what they were added to do for Space Marines. Like, I absolutely love the idea of this cheaper. I mean, the basic it is Centurions 2.0, really. Just lighter Centurions. I absolutely adore the Graphis models. I like the fact that you've got battle line Graphis models and what else is there? Battle line Graphis. Oh yeah, and then you got like the three other squads for flying Graphis. Graphis Captain, Graphis Apothecary. I've just never been excited for Space Marines. Oh, the stories that are told about them make them sound like they should play like Custodes, but instead they get shot down by just a few good pew-pews. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I like about the current edition of Warhammer, though, is that they are closer to their lore counterparts. Like, a lasgun taking down a generic Space Marine would take, on average, you need... They got 2 wounds, so you need 2 failed saves. 3+ armor save, meaning you're going to need 6 successful wounds. Toughness 4, meaning you're going to need 18 hits. And then hitting on 4s means you're going to need 36 shots, meaning to bring down a single Space Marine, you need 18 guardsmen all rapid firing into him. Which is pretty insane. That honestly feels relatively more accurate if 18 guardsmen surrounded a Space Marine and just rapid fire for guns on full power. It can actually bring down a Space Marine. If not kill them, damage them enough to where they're not going to be fighting you for the rest of the battle, or at least a few minutes. Which is how long a battle lasts. It might take us hours to play, but it's only a few minutes or sometimes even a few seconds for our models. So they feel I feel like they're much better now. Back when and they also get 3 attacks in melee, just as a basis, which again makes them feel way better than they ever felt before. Like when I was playing regularly, when they were just terrible. They're barely better than a guardsman in some ways. I'll grab that now. There we go. Yee. I mean, Custodies definitely feel like they're underpowered on the tabletop, even as powerful as they are. Like, it feels like if your opponent puts down 500 points of models, you should bring half a Custody. If your opponent puts down 1,000 points of models, maybe that's enough to fight a single Custodian. Oh, goodness. At least that's kind of how I feel about it. I can see where you're coming from, though. Space Marines, even now, do feel a bit weaker than they really should be. Look, we've got 6 Space Marines built out of the 96 Terminators we need to build. Oh my goodness, look at this, though. He's cool. Ancient is cool. Sergeant is looking way too cool to be a sergeant. Let's compare him though to old school Space Marine. No, that's not even old school. That's Horus Heresy one there. Here we go. Battle of McCrag Space Marine. Oh my goodness, it's like take your child to work. Take your toddler to work. How you doing, kiddo? How you doing, kiddo? Head pats for you, kiddo. Hope you're doing well. This is where we work. Killing Tyranids. Stop. You want to fight a Tyranid, little Timmy? Yeah. Pow. Shit. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Space Marines. They're cool. They're okay. To bring down a Graphis, is it? I think, yeah, Graphis are really hard to kill. Like, if we go with the heavy Graphis dude, they get 3 wounds. They get a 2+ armor save against damage 1 weapons. So that's 18 wounds will be needed just to bring one down. But to wound them, the toughness 6. So if you're using a last gun, that's like wounding on 3s becomes wounding on 6. No, you're wounding on 6s, sorry. That means you need 6 successful hits to get one wound in on average. So that means 18, 90, 108 successful hits. And then you're hitting on 4s. So that's 216 shots are needed to bring down a Gravis. Or 108 guardsmen all rapid firing into him. It's insane. Which makes him tougher than a Terminator, because the Terminator's only toughness 5 and will also have a 2+ armor save against that. But the last gun's only hitting him on a 5+. Oh yeah, these guys are definitely cool. I like them. But what's coming next? Oh, next week. Wait. Oh, the Assault Terminators are coming out next week. Look at this. Who's he? Throwing arrows. Oh, and he can have a helmet. And he is the Assault Terminator. The Ancient and Terminator armor is coming out next week as its own individual thing. And so is the Terminator Assault Squad. Also, Subadon Khan. And then we're getting the Marauders. The Marauders are coming out. What's this? Imperial Calendar 2278. Map of the Old World. Made to order state troops are also coming. Is that a knight on foot? Oh, yeah, your halberdiers. Oh, your musician squad. Another command squad. Oh, then your handgunners. And your archers. Oh, made to order. That's what's the name? I forgot to. Oh my gosh, she looks like she's gone through some stuff, doesn't it? She's looking a bit haggard there. Gandalf. Oh, Sam and the pony. Oh, the pony. Is it Ultramarines Master of Right, 6th Company Captain? Ooh, her name is. Yeah, Arwen, that's the name. Right, but they look cool though. I like them. Goblins. Oh yeah, they used to do wounded and models. I forgot about that. Oh, look, Ashes of the Imperium by Chris Wright. War Master Horus is dead. Terror lies in ruins. The Emperor is silent. It's a new and uncertain dawn as the survivors pick through the ruins of the Imperial Palace. The remnants of Horus's Grand Armada attempt to escape vengeance. Some believe this is an opportunity for peace, but wiser folks recognise that this war will never end. And all that remains to be seen is who rises to rule over the ruin left by the flames of a Horus heresy. Oh, it's the first book to explore the Scouring. Oh, it's available to pre-order. And then Ashes of the Imperium, the Scouring is... I kind of like that cover better than this one, to be honest. That's really nice. And it's also French and German editions. And Master of Rights is here. Baron Iros. I have done my duty, that is all. What? The Reach has been lost to the Imperium for over a decade. Its worlds remain. Its worlds claimed by the passionate legions of the Death Guard. Baron Iros, captain of the Ultramarines 6th Company, has pledged to cleanse these worlds and claim vengeance for the people slaughtered by the servants of Nurgle. Oh. Oh, that looks like a cool book. I like both covers again. This is a really nice cover. That's a nice cover. Because sometimes the paper covers suck. How many did 6? We're less than 6% of the way through, but it's fine. Oh, Hell's Last is getting another release. Is this for like German or French specifically? Oh, no, I guess that's just another release of it. Oh, Steel Tread is getting its normal release. French language, Horus Heresy, German language. Ooh, that's cool stuff. So we only need to do 16 more streams. I'll have less time, you know, just talking about the Battle of McCrag set and doing other stuff. Oh yeah, have you seen new state troops overnight? They're made to order time. Look at these state troops. You gotta love them. The metal models. And also, look at her face. Oh my gosh. She's definitely seen better days. Saw them. I hate metal. What do you mean? And look, more orders are coming out. And Subadokan. And these guys. And Fern Alos. Fortune fires the Dominus Crusade. The captain of the Ultimate 6 company, Alos, will soon be available to buy as a Black Library miniature. He appears. Oh, so it's only going to be a temporary model. That's what usually they are. Only available while stocks last, and we'll have legend rules available online soon. Or he can still be a captain, because I think captains can have Thunderhammers, can't they? Oh no, they can't. They can only have a Thunderhammer if they've got a jump pack. I mean, it can still be used as a power fist, or you can just give him a jump pack. That's cool. That's what's coming out next week. Eek. I'm not getting any of it. But yeah, look at our little guys, Talan. Look at him. Look how cool he is. And look at our sergeant, who's like way too cool to be a sergeant. He looks like he should be a captain or something. Not even the case. No, I'm not getting anything. I like need to save money and stuff, and I want to get more bits of these guys to do more converted jobs to them. I love it. Is true. We do love Noshko on the channel. I made some of these models quite flat, didn't I? Oh gosh, I just kind of hiccuped, but stopped the hiccup, and my spine just cracked. Ow! That was horrible! It's like, how did she break her spine? She hiccuped. That would be the worst way to just like collapse, to, you know. That would be incredibly embarrassing death. Oh, another victim of the hiccups. Another victim of the hiccups. Oh my god. Oh, my back feels weird now. Worst way is to get your black bone out. Oh, this is an expensive hobby. Maybe I should pick up whittling. Oh, my cousin coughed weird and he got hit by a car. How many cousins in your cousin dimension do you have? I think I'd lie and say I was lifting something heavy. I don't think I want to lie because, you know, you want them to have all of the correct information so they can treat you properly. Big huggles. Oh, they just want big huggles. Big huggles. I might finish the rest of this squad off stream. Oh, look at them. I might finish the rest of this squad off stream. Oh, big old hugs. But, because we've already seen what the 5 lightning claws look like, and we'll just be basically building the same guys again. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I'd lie to everyone, but the doctor's treating me. You know, I wouldn't lie just so I could turn it into a short or something and be like, this VTuber almost killed herself by hiccuping. And it'll become a viral sensation overnight. Oh, I mean, I did just cut my thumb open by, you know, opening a box that was already, you know, opened. Actually, it wasn't even opening, I just moved it and caught my thumb on the big corner. I lie only to my doctor, then sue him. I find out he recorded every conversation. But then you sue him for infringing on your rights. You didn't say you wanted to be recorded. But what happens if your doctor's a woman, Talan? Then you can't sue him, you have to sue her. Implying doctors can't be women to learn. So bad of you. Oh. But let me put this thing down. Oh gosh, so many boxes. So many boxes. I have no idea where I'm going to put all of these gene stealers and stuff and for bats on my crag box, but I'll figure it out. But I can't really actually keep the stream going on too long because I do need to walk the cats and it's already pitch black outside, even though it's only like 20 minutes past 7. It should not be that dark. But it's winter, so, you know, you have to make do. Let's put fish lid on over there. Do this. And thank you everyone for coming to the stream today. I'm sorry I didn't have any gloves on. Next time we'll have gloves. We'll have gloves, yeah. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. And remember to work hard, but play harder. To eat good food. To sleep. Oh, by the way, first, what's cooler? This guy I converted myself off this dude. Oh, who's a cooler one? You know, this guy's cooler. Gloves are cute. But thank you for coming to the stream. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Remember to work hard but play harder. Take care of yourselves but be kind to others. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. I already said that one. What do I normally say? No, be kind to others and vice versa. So, you know, take care of yourself, take care of others and be kind to yourself. But also, eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat for cupcakes because they're friends, not food. Yeah, big love hearts to you all. Goodbye, everyone. And I'll get to, what's it called, a schedule up today. Yeah, it's got to be mostly building terminators.